Welcome everyone, my name is Wardman. I'm currently over in Heroic Halls of Origination, and I'm going to be showing you guys today how to tank the first boss here named Temple Guardian Anhuur. Now, this boss is kind of a little difficult for a tank because you're doing a lot of moving around. First thing you're going to do is you're going to be tanking him on top of this pillar here. He's going to be doing 3 major abilities that you should be watching out for. I'm showing you on the dungeon journal here. We have Burning Light, Divine Reckoning, and the Shield of Light. The Burning Light will be basically a beam from above that you just need to make sure you're standing out of. The Reckoning, you just need to make sure that you aren't standing too close to other people, and it's just a spread out thing that you have to do. And then the Shield I'll be showing you specifically. That's the major part of the fight. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to tank him. Now this is important. You're going to tank him on top of the pillar thing that he's on. You are not going to be bringing him to off the pillar. You're just going to be tanking him right on top of the stage area that he's at. And you're just going to be staying here, avoiding that big blue beam of light that he drops from above. And then making sure that you're just keeping aggro on him. There's that beam. I'm going to move out of that. There's the Divine Reckoning. He picks a random person, and you just need to make sure you aren't close to that person. Now you're going to be, he does the shield, and when he bubbles himself, you're going to hop down, and you're going to help the DPS down here get aggro on all of these snakes, because they are going to be hitting those switches on the bottom, and your job is to make sure that they aren't taking any damage at the time that they are trying to hit those switches. It's an 8-second cast on those switches, so it's very important that you're making sure you are taking the damage from the snakes and not anyone else. After you get aggro on the snakes, come on up, and the Temple Guardian Anhuur will no longer be protected by the beams, and that's when you need to interrupt his reverberating hymn, because what that's doing is increasing the amount of damage that you're going to be taking during the fight. So it's important that you interrupt that as soon as you possibly can. Some people keep the tank up during the fight to interrupt it as soon as he is vulnerable. Other people keep the healer or another DPS to interrupt it, a ranged DPS. However, I decided to hop down to be able to show you this phase. I am going to hop down on the next time that he does it as well, but on the third and final one I might stay up. And once again, you're avoiding the blue beam and just continuing the process here, making sure you're spread out, not taking any extra damage from other people's reckonings. And then once he does the shield, hop right back down and start tanking those snakes that are down here. Once you get aggro on all the snakes in the area, I'm going to start going upstairs to make sure I interrupt that spell as soon as I possibly can. I'm backpedaling up so that way I can hit these snakes as I'm going. But now that he's no longer protected, I'm going to go and interrupt his cast as soon as I possibly can. The snakes don't hurt much at all as a tank. To DPS, they can be a little bit of a nuisance and annoying, but for me, they don't even really tickle. It's not painful at all to tank them. But you're just rinse and repeating the process here, hopping down to help with those snakes, and then coming up to interrupt that hymn, so that way he isn't getting any additional damage to us. But it is basically just a DPS race, making sure the healer doesn't run out of his mana before we kill him. And that is how you tank the first boss here, named Temple Guardian Anhuur. Just a reminder is when he casts the shield on himself to jump down and help the DPS by tanking those snakes down there, and then immediately coming up to interrupt his spell. And that's it. Thank you for watching.